If you're building your entire pitching staff around one guy's calendar, you better be absolutely sure he's worth it. Welcome back to the #1 Mets guy podcast on Earth. On the latest episode of The Michael Kay Show on ESPN New York, Michael Kay said something that most of the mainstream baseball conversation has avoided. He looked directly at the uncomfortable reality sitting in the middle of the Mets rotation. That reality is Kodai Senga. Senga pitched well last year, until he got hurt. Ron Darling looked at the Mets' pitching situation and said what every traditional baseball mind says. Five-man rotation. Clean. Predictable. Structured. But Senga cannot pitch in a five-man rotation. He's trained in the Japanese system. Once a week. Extra rest. That's how his body is built and how his routine works. That's not criticism. That's logistics. But here's the issue. If one pitcher requires extra rest, the entire rotation has to bend around him. Kay put it bluntly. A pitcher wants to know exactly when he's pitching every 5 days. Rhythm matters. Throwing programs matter. Recovery matters. You don't rejigger 5 arms because one guy orders something different. 5-man rotation. 5 guys. No catch-up. The 5-day cycle isn't random. It governs recovery, bullpen sessions, conditioning, mental prep. Break that rhythm, and you're not managing a rotation anymore. You're managing organized uncertainty. And here's where it gets strange. The Mets have indicated that Freddie Peralta, the ace, stays on a normal 5-day schedule. So one pitcher stays fixed. One pitcher floats. Everyone else adjusts. That's not a 5-man rotation. That's not a 6-man rotation. That's a hybrid structure where one arm is shielded, one arm is rigid, and the other 3 are just figuring it out. Kay said it perfectly. If you want a 6-man rotation, then give everyone the same extra rest. Uniform spacing. Fair structure. What you can't do is create asymmetry and expect performance not to suffer. And then there's Nolan McLean. If he's healthy, he should be taking the ball every 5 days. Development matters. Innings matter. Now, here's the uncomfortable part. Before June 12th last year, before the injury covering first base on that errant throw by Pete Alonso, Senga was one of the best pitchers in baseball. So this isn't about talent. It's about structure. Keeping Senga means changing the rhythm for everyone else. And that's a gamble. Because in a pennant race, rhythm isn't a luxury. It's survival. The New York Mets stink. See you tomorrow.